I, Shrishti Jain.
I, Shikha Rajput.
Good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
We, the GreenX team members, are organizing a lecture on renewable energy. As we know that renewable energy resources are those which can be recycled and reused again and again.
So we should try to increase the use of renewable energy resources. As we know that they are available in unlimited amount, so we should use them. These include water, wind, solar, etc. So I request a respected Dr. Parinamita ma'am to come on stage and guide us on this topic.
So let's go through the nuisances of environment. Thank you. Good morning, friends. Today, dealing with energy resources is a great concern, and let us talk about the sources of energy, because we all know that economy of any country depends on the energy resources available, right? So, energy in what form? Till now, or till 30 years ago, we used to use the resources which were conventional. That means which are derived from nature and which were ready to use. Now, with the increasing demand of population, you need to increase the sources of energy, because the growth of any country or the economy of any country depends on the availability of energy resources. So, the developed country, why they are called developed country? Because they have great resources of energy and efficiently they can run their industries, and efficiency in running industries brings about the prosperity of the nation. So, our concern after 80s, there is indiscriminate increase in population. You know, continuous increase in population, demands are increasing indiscriminately and resources are limited. So we have to start, or we started looking into the resources which could be, or which are able to fulfill the energy requirements. Day by day, energy requirements are increasing. So today we would be talking about the alternative sources of energy, which are basically renewable resources of energy. Why renewable resources? Because the conventional resources, they are not at all replenishable. They cannot energy. It's energy that comes from the resources which can be continuously replenished. So what are the sources which can be continuously replenished? That is water, wind, geothermal energy, and you know that 16% of final energy comes out from the renewable energy resources. Whatever the energy requirement is there, 16% of that comes out for us from the renewable sources. That is wind, water, geothermal, etc. In international public opinion surveys, there is strong support for promoting renewable sources. Of course, as we are seeing that the conventional resources are depleting day by day, and we all know that we are left with only 50 years coal stored with us. So now we have to look into the renewable sources of energy, and that is the requirement of studying this aspect. So I want to conclude that why there is need of renewable energy. The way in which the development is taking place has not been sustainable. Till now, the development, we were not keeping the aspects of future generation in mind, and that is why it was not sustainable. But the time has come. You have to focus on sustainable development. Being an engineer, your duty becomes very important, or your responsibility becomes very important, because whatever you develop in future, being an engineer, being a scientist, you should keep in mind the energy aspects and the sustainable development, so that future generation cannot suffer, right? Electricity deficit, which is 10 to 13% of daily need. By using renewable resources, we will reduce the load on conventional sources of energy, and it is required also, because again, conventional resources are available in limited amount. So number one is wind power, which is most commonly being used in our country. Air flows can be used to run while wind turbines, you all know, you have seen near Devas, there are wind turbines placed on heights. Have you seen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you get the energy in its cube amount, not square, but cube. So as wind speed increases, power generation increases drastically. Getting my point? See, squared one is what? If the wind speed is 20 kilometers per hour, the squared one would be 400 kilometers, but it gets cube times, exponentially it is growing, or it increases exponentially. Next alternative for renewable energy is hydropower. We all know we have set up large dams. So energy in water can be harnessed and used. Obviously we know that hydroelectricity is one of the means of using hydropower. since water is about 800 times hydroelectric power stations which we have set up around, they produce 100 kilowatts of electricity. So that is amount which can fulfill the requirement which is domestically required, right? Then next and very important aspect is solar energy. It's a kind of one-time investment to harness the solar energy, and it is endless. For our generation, it is endless, right? Solar energy is continuously available, and if we are able to store, till now we are able to store only 0.6% of available solar energy. That is very, very less. So we are continuously developing the device which can help us in storing more of its quantity. Once we learn to store this solar energy in large quantity, we need not look into the other resources of energy. So, solar energy applies energy from the sun, obviously in the form of solar rotation. Renewable energy is biomass. Bio means whatever is derived from living organisms. So, here we will talk about the plant material. See, we all are living organisms, and that is why the term bio means living. So, whatever derived from living organism is known as biomass. Cow dung is form of biomass, but here our concern is with the plant material. See, there is a law of energy conservation. Energy can neither be created, cannot be destroyed. It can be changed from one form to another. So batteries are what? They store energy in one form, that is in the form of chemical, and they give out it in the form of light in case of torch, and in other variety of uses are there. See, here plants are natural batteries. By the process of photosynthesis, the pigments which are present in plants, they capture the energy of sun and convert it into usable form and store it in the plant. As the plant dies, you use that dead plant or that biomass for producing energy. So nowadays, this is one of the very important. See, we have never seen that such source of renewable energy is biofuel, fuels, and various biogases. Liquid biofuels include bioalcohols. You all know that alcohols are the fuels which are used in power patrols and aviation. We use alcohols as fuel in aviation as well as in power patrols. So, bioalcohols such as bioethanol and oils such as biodiesel. Gaseous biofuel include biogas, landfill gas. You all know that in small villages we use the biogas which are produced by biofuels, and the gas which comes out is known as biogas, and it is supplied domestically. Is to recycle the resources. So here what we are doing, the biomass which is available as a waste can be reused for producing electricity or any kind of fuel. Form of thermal energy. Basically, it should be termed as why biothermal, because as you go down through the layers of the earth or even in the ocean, there is a difference in temperature, and that energy could be harnessed. So that is very important aspect, and we are working, many researchers are going on this field. Generated and stored in the earth, thermal energy is the energy that determines the temperature of matter. And here two benefits are there, that since they are of lower cost, wind is continuously being replenished by the nature, number one, and secondly, there is no side effect, there is no pollution by these resources of energy. So, this is what I wanted to share with you regarding renewable sources. I request all of you to work continuously in this field. Wherever you go, whatever you do, being an engineer, it is your utmost duty to keep in mind the sustainable development using renewable energy sources. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful guidance. Thank you.